Sanbanani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of the Bala family. You guys, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna say the center of this latest episode was Phelo. But before I go into my commentary, I just wanna say one thing, guys, that I do reviews on reality shows, but I've been saying, guys, the more I watch reality TV, the more I realize that reality TVs breaks families, you guys. And I'm not saying Wuti, those were not existing problems. They were existing problems. But remember when the season started off, the Bala family, they said themselves, they did not even see themselves coming back for season two. Because when season one ended, there were people were not talking to one another because the way things went. Because there's just something about Tumtukayaboni camera, guys. They I don't know, they feel like maybe they are being watched by the whole South Africa. So you feel like you need to redeem yourself and say certain things, especially those diary session guys, comments that are made that you know very well you might not make that comment in front of the person that you're talking about. I honestly feel the Bala family should not have made Phelo come back for season two. I am sorry. For the sake of his reputation, you guys, and the sake of his healing, I honestly feel like Phelo should not have came back. Yes, Phelo is old enough to make his own decisions, but I don't see, yes, siyahleka guys, abanye bayahleka, we sing Phelo, but I feel like istima out of the window, siya Phelo guys. I feel like he's the respect that he kind of had. I remember watching Phelo on what is this joyous celebration and thinking to myself, agamhle nankumtu, plus he has a good voice. Now this reality show, I just feel like it's stripping him. I feel like it's like, you know, when a person catches you naked. I feel like that's what's happening with Phelo. It is cameras being on him at his most vulnerable time in life. We all go through vulnerable times, guys, and the difference is some of us we go through those vulnerable times in private places. So I don't like this for Phelo, and the fact that yes, they are making money as a family from this. I just don't think this is a good move. If season three comes, guys, and Phelo decided not to go to therapy, Phelo still has the same type of tendencies, I honestly feel they should not make Phelo part of this, because if they really love him, because there's no way, guys, even like he brands it in, like the only way I see him coming back from this is if he goes to rehab and then he changes his story. You know, I used to drink, I was abusive and whatnot. But if he doesn't change, I feel like this is affecting and tarnishing his brand more than ever. Anyway, guys, this episode starts off with a meeting, a family meeting where Uzwai says, calls a family meeting. So it's Zwei, Upinki, Loiso, and Phelo. And the meeting is basically to recap how their previous events, how their weekend went. Remember, they went out. They were traveling to Mtata. They were traveling to East London, where they were performing as the Big Four with with Pinky basically. So they were supposed to recap on how did that go. So Uzwai brings up the issue, which I think one of the things that I want to talk about is the thing Peno, that the fact that Upeno just disappeared. You know, so it looked like from the beginning of the meeting that listen, Upelo as a person was the agenda of the meeting, because everything went well at the event. Sam. Well, the only highlight of that event was Phelo and the way he was acting, him drinking. It was a good weekend, you guys. Plus, Unokuzana, they surprised Umama with the call. The only downfall about that weekend, or that week, I guess it was a weekend, was Phelo's behavior. Listen, I'm gonna say I understand Uzwai's concerns. Zwei is basically saying in this meeting, guys, in a nutshell, though he was saying it in other ways, he was basically saying, isn't Uzwai is the brains of the Bala Brothers group? He's basically saying, nah, I said the Bala brothers must come back together and sing and do gigs. But Upelo at this point is unreliable. And Uzwa is basically saying, I'm not going to put in my hard work for the Balas to actually work, whereas Upelo is part of the Bala family or the Bala brothers and he's unreliable. Because we can't say there's Bala brothers and people know us Sibaitari. And then Pelo's unreliable. One day he drinks, he does his stuff. Then it's only two people. So it's why it's like, wanna see again, guys? Like, let's just, because I'm not gonna let my hard work go to vain. Because at this point, I can't trust that Upelo's going to show up. Listen, I understand Uzwai's concerns. At this point, guys, I feel like he's right. At this point, I don't even feel like Upelo's I can't even trust myself that Upelo will show up to each and every one of those gigs. Yes, he can show up to those gigs now because he needs the money. But when the money starts piling up, oh, how sure are we that Upelo's not gonna drink and then decide which he's not coming or pitching the next day when they have an event? Yo, guys, you could see Unoyiso sitting there, guys. Uguti, Unoyiso doesn't know what to do and what to say. He is feeling uncomfortable in the meeting. He did say in his diary sessions that he is feeling uncomfortable because if it was up to Unoyiso, you can see Unoyiso between or amongst the siblings. He has a different approach to dealing with things. Upi given knows why. It's listen, Sibatala. We are going to have a family meeting. We're going to talk about it. If you're not listening to us, if we don't come to a conclusion, then I don't know. But Unoi, so he's got a different approach because he did say that he was not comfortable in the way this approach was taken to address Upelo. But at the end of the day, guys, like at this point, I'm just like, and the funny thing is, it seems like this has been an existing issue for a long time. And Bakatele, guys, they are tired, and I kind of blame them at this point. So anyway, Zwaya does mention Uguti yeah, Zwei mentioned something about like Phelo went missing. So Phelo went on to us like, are you trying to say that I am the problem? Zwei says you are not the problem, but your drinking is the problem. And listen, guys, the thing is about people who drink like that, they don't realize that you think buying like because he has puzela. But the thing is, I was puzen we won because when you're drunk, it affects the whole family, it affects everyone. I feel like at this point that Upelo has not seen the impact and that he really has a problem with alcohol. And the thing is, guys, how do you help a person who does not acknowledge that they have a problem? Because the first part of all first step of being helped is that the person must acknowledge I've got a problem and this thing is affecting my life. At this point, I'm just saying but they need to call the Gomorrah Queen, that show Iapuza or whatnot. They need to call those people because like at this point Upelo does not listen to no one. I'm hearing other people say Munoi Sobeno Chen. I'm like, Pelo doesn't listen. Like Phelo angandegi, akakuzegi. Like, yo, guys. Anyway, then we see, guys, there's a funeral that's happening. So Upelo's father, who passed away, he had a twin. And this twin is the one that passed away. So Manumwaike basically passed away. They're having a funeral. And somehow Upelo is going through the emotions because he feels like he was robbed of an opportunity. Part of him was robbed or taken from him because he says before he had plans to meet up with his uncle. And then a few weeks later, his uncle just passed away. So, guys, we see another scene where Upelo is doing funeral arrangements and he looks like he's the one who's, serious in like sorting out that things go well, which I loved, you guys. I loved seeing that. So he goes to the funeral parlor, and at the funeral parlor, he's basically asking for a discount for the funeral and whatnot. And obviously, he then says in his diary session, that there's benefits of being a Bala, there's benefits of being on TV, that people are able to give you discounts because you are well known. Pela, if the funeral parlor does something for the Bala family, guys, it's like the Bala family is promoting the funeral parlor. in other words, because other people are going to say, oh, the Bala family used this funeral parlor, which means this funeral parlor is reputable. So most of these companies are more than willing to give discounts to famous people. But the thing that was funny was that Phelo, when he's asking for the discount, he now realizes the benefits of being a Bala. But any other opportunity he gets, he will tell you, Bab, he wants to leave this family. Yeah, he doesn't feel like a Bala. He's not a Bala. I'm like, Phelo, just cut this thing because the Balas they grew you up. Like, just cut this nonsense because, like, I understand you're going through your things, but, like, nah. Then anyway, then guys, we see that Phelo decided, but Phelo has been saying this. Phelo didn't want his siblings part of the funeral. So Uzwai is calling Upinki and telling Upinki that Pelamna, I did not even send a condolences message to that family abashonelweyo because Phelo is making it clear he does not want us to be part of it. Upinki goes on to say, "Hi Pelam Nami, I'm part like I love Phelo, but instead Loyiso was the one who came all the way from where he stays to drive to transport Phelo yet ndiko namna." I'm like, you know what? At this point, I just feel like Upinki and Duzwai should not even take offense to this. Maybe Phelo feels like this is the one thing he doesn't have to share with them. And listen, I think they should just give that to him. I do feel like Phelo is being a bit unnecessary because, I mean, it's a funeral, but they should just allow him to be and not take any offense to that. Then, yeah, guys, we see the funeral, the actual funeral happening. But before we get to the actual funeral, there's also a scene where Uzwai meets up with his children, the ones who got to see the trailer that I posted yesterday. I'm sure you guys got to see. Phelo was introduced, not Phelo, Uzwai was introducing his children to the new addition to his family, Uluwat. Guys, the child is so cute. The child looks like a cute little bear. They were so happy, shame to meet up with one another. That's beautiful to see the relationship that Uzwai has with his children, and his children really look respectful and pleasant. So that's that. So Phelo, anyway, at the funeral, guys, there's a speech angithi before we go emangcwabeni. There's like the service that is held normally at a hall or somewhere. So Phelo is doing his speech that this is as good as his father. Cry like he's saying basically manumwake, and because this uncle was a twin to his father, he feels like he's going through the same pain of losing his father. But when he's saying that speech, guys, I'm like, Phelo sounds drunk. He sounds drunk, and I'm like, you see, if Phelo's drunk, it's about to go down. It's about to be smacked down. Hey guys, anyway, guys, there at the funeral, I don't know the misunderstandings at the funeral. Aba, like I don't know, lapho umalum wakho ngwatshele khona it was the wrong place. So which means there's an existing grave, so they're burying the uncle on top of someone, something like that. But then they're asking Phelo, Phelo, were you not the one who was confirming these things? And you said it's fine. Phelo was making a big drama. Phelo did not want to be part of it. I don't know if he wanted the funeral to stop. He's drunk there, guys. He's throwing himself on the floor. Pamwabantu, guys. That time, Umama is there, and Umama brought a couple of people with her just to support Phelo. Phelo's throwing himself on the floor, but like, lanterns, why? Oh, it's not right. And I don't know, but Utimak 20, like, what must be done if the funeral must stop? Next thing, he's running away. He's being chased by people. Umama just got into the car with her people and she left after the funeral was done, you guys, because she's tired, guys, and I understand. She's like, Phelo, the thing is, like, this is not a new thing. He always does things like this. While people were chasing after Phelo, Mama was not into that. She just got into the car and she left because she was so irritated of the embarrassment, you guys. Yeah, most of the people were like, Phelo diga. And at this point, I'm like, I understand why Umushe divorced Phelo. I understand, guys, because this type of guys, imagine him labin. Do you know how tiring a funeral is at that point? We just want to bury, get it over and done, feed people and go home, man. There, Phelo is, people are begging him, like, Phelo, don't do this. Everyone is just fed up, guys, with Upeno because it's that, and this is the father side of the family, Bazamunenga Phelo. Like, talk to us, guy. Don't act dramatic. Did you know? Yeah, Phelo. Guys, let's put it there. We'll see on next week's episode about what. But I just feel like get Phelo off the show, guys. He is not okay. Give him time to heal because clearly Upelo needs a rehab. Anyway, guys, that is the recap of the latest episode. Tell me what you guys think. Please do make sure you like this video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys in the next one.